while you do that, let's do I'll finish up on Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
I promise I won't do what I did last time. Sorry, everybody.
No, no.
I like monologuing, but I remember the thing about they said, or there was a part right before he was talking to the people at the end, the politician, the banker, these big wigs who were making these big decisions, about the repatriation thing, and he was lecturing them and talking about how it's not about easy decisions, and then he goes on to explain about like the how he's a black man rocking the stars and stripes and how difficult that decision was, not because his journey as a black man was difficult per se, but he's saying that other black people would look at him and think that, oh, like, you're not a self-respecting black man and you don't understand the weight of the culture of this country. But he was going on, and that's where the whole like, I believe I could do better type of thing came on, and like you saw like the Isaiah Bradley character, the old black guy who was bitter and pessimistic about the way that black people are viewed in America, was looking at him on the TV when he was saying that. He started shaking his head. He was like, "All right, I hear you." And even though he's not gonna necessarily step in that role, and Falcon's not asking him to step in that role, Falcon's just saying like, "Hey, well, I'm here. I'm carrying that legacy of being black, but I'm also rocking these stars and stripes. Like I'm Booker T. Washingtoning it. I'm Malcolm Xing it. I'm doing better because I think I can do better, not because I need some other outside force to confirm who I am and all that jazz." But so that was a cool stick, but like the whole thing about not making easy decisions, like that just in firm contradiction with the solid my favorite statement of all time. And he's just like, "Oh yeah, I don't know how complicated things are. That's a good thing." 'Cause
Uh, I don't know the complexities of the issues, and that's good.
yeah, it's not about easy decisions. These choices are hard. It's like, all right, so if these choices are hard, right, then in order to be able to overcome the hard decisions, you're gonna have to understand the weight of those choices, and you can't understand it if you refuse to or decide to turn a blind eye to understand the complexities of the situation, or that goes into the decision making process. So, okay, whoever wrote this wasn't a lawyer. or not that I'm expecting lawyers to like comb through the every line by line of Falcon or Winter Soldier, but god damn man, that's just like that. This is just it's a poorly made argument. And again, it's like I'll give it up to the fact that they just. I think this is what most people think. Most people just want to associate with being on the side of right and feeling good about themselves. And if they say the right things, it's like, all right, that's confirmation of who I am as a person. Like I have to showcase to everybody how good of a person I am, as opposed to, all right, well, let me just like sit down, think about these issues, and really wrestle with what's the best way moving forward on X, Y, and Z things, or like who would be the best suited to deal with this stuff. About the like who's in the room when you're making those decisions. It's like, is it more people like you, or is it the ones that are going to be impacted? And that's kind of crazy because well, like the way that government's set up, especially in like a democratic um, understanding of the world, which I assume is what the world is after the blip. Still, majority, like for the most part, especially when it comes to like creating the Sokovia Accords and everyone coming together and trying to create this the Repatriation Act, and the fact that the senators are called senators. It's like, I'm making the dangerous assumption of assuming that we still live in a democracy, and they're like the movement mostly like happened in Europe, and I think they were in Southeast Asia for a little bit of time. I think that's where they originated and they got the serum at. But it's like for the most part, like outside of Singapore,
Uh huh.
it's pretty it's not a lot of autocracies running around. You know what I mean? Like it's people are elected into office and they do the best decision that they can with the people, other people who are elected into office, representing everybody else. Like you can't have everybody in the room with you. You can't have representatives from every community that's going to be affected on every decision when you're sitting there making those decisions. You talk to those people, they reach out to you. That's what the structure is, right? But so I mean, and they have like forums to communicate out with the community. Like they have town hall meetings. They have moments where they come out to you and you're hosting an event, or like you're talking to them, or if you want to sit on a podcast